afternoon. In this third semester of your BBA, I am going to take your subject Principles of Marketing. Course objective. The objective of this course is to have the students understand the fundamental concept and principles of marketing and marketing management. The course will be useful to really understand basic marketing decisions, marketing practices and marketing environment. The topics in this course should be discussed in the relation to real marketing practice within and outside India. In the syllabus, we are having 4 units as you people were having in FI BBA. Unit number 1 is Introduction to Modern Marketing. Here we will discuss concept, meaning, nature and importance of the subject marketing management. Then concept of marketing exchange, product concept, production concept, selling concept, marketing and societal concept. Then we will discuss the difference between marketing and selling concept, societal marketing concept, and last, marketing mix, its meaning, elements and factors affecting to marketing mix. So in unit number 1, we will discuss the basic introduction of the subject marketing management, from where this subject has evolved, and the basic introduction about the term marketing. In unit number 2, we will discuss 3 points: segmentation, targeting and positioning. The first point is market segmentation, its concept, objectives, significance and basis for segmenting consumer market and industrial market. So segmentation simply means to divide total market into small part, and each part is known as a segment. Here we will discuss 2 things: consumer market and industrial market. Then second half of the chapter, that is marketing targeting, the concept of market targeting and target marketing, strategies of targeting. So targeting simply means to which class of people you are going to target and to sell your product. So after segmentation, the next step will be market targeting. And the third and last one is positioning, concept and process. Positioning simply means that how a company's product get positioned into the minds of customer. So these 3 things we are going to discuss in unit number 2. Then unit number 3, consumer behavior. The name itself says here the behavior of consumer is being studied. So whenever consumer goes in a market to purchase product or to get services, at that time what kind of behavior consumer is demonstrating, it will be discussed in this chapter. So we will discuss concept, importance, factors affecting to consumer behavior like cultural factors, social factors, personal factors and psychological factors. Then after we will discuss buying decision process, the various steps involved, its meaning, stages and managerial implications. Last unit, marketing environment and study of competitors. Again this chapter is divided into 4 parts. First one is marketing environment, its concept, factors and variables. So environment we know very well, that we discuss in semester number 1 also. But here we have to discuss the word environment from the viewpoint of the subject marketing. Then online marketing, that also we discuss in semester number 2. E-commerce, then concept, process and benefits and limitation of online marketing. Third one is green marketing, its concept, green marketing mix, efforts and importance. And last, analyzing competition, its concept, importance, process of analyzing competition, detailed study of marketing strategies for market leader, market challenger, market followers and market niches. So these 4 units we are going to discuss during this semester. As you know, unit number 1 and 2 will have 20 marks question, unit number 3 and 4 will have 15 marks question each. And these are the reference book that you can use for more knowledge. Okay, starting with the introduction. Now, marketing is a subject that is based on 3 pillars: awareness, attraction and satisfaction. So the first task of each and every marketer is to create awareness. Until and unless a customer is not knowing about the company or its product, they will not imagine to purchase the product. So the first task is to create the awareness, that to give basic information about your company, about your product, its price, from where customer will get this product, after sale services that company is offering to the customer. So the basic things about the company and its product will get informed to the customers. After awareness, the second one is attraction. Now customer is aware about your product just because you have advertised your product on various medias like television, radio, newspaper, on hoardings. So customer has seen your advertisement. Now the next and important task is to attract the customer, or you can say to motivate the customer to purchase your product. It is difficult one just because customer is having multiple options. Just because you are not the only one in the market to offer the product to customer. Various competitors are also there. So customer is having option that either to purchase your product or to purchase your competitor product. So in order to motivate customer to purchase your product instead of your competitor, you have to give some discount, offers, benefits to the customer which persuade or motivate the customer to select your product against your competitors. So attraction is there, various schemes, bonus, offers and discounts. And last one is satisfaction. After the customer is attracted towards your product, they have purchased your product, customer has using your product. Now when customer use the product for the very first time, now 2 probabilities there. Either the customer will get satisfied by using your product or will get dissatisfied. Now if customer gets satisfied with your product, means customer is liking your product, in that case customer will become brand loyal. Whenever in future a customer is in need of the same product, customer will come to your company only. He will not search for other options just because customer got satisfaction by using this product. The second benefit is satisfied customer will become your brand ambassador just because they will do positive mouth of publicity to their friends and relatives and they will get more customers for you. The second probability is after buying the product, if customer get dissatisfied, customer is not liking your product, something is lacking, either quality or the price. So in that case, customer is dissatisfied. In future, when customer is in need of this product, they will go for your rival company's product. They will not think about your product just because customer is having bad experience of purchasing your product. The second disadvantage is dissatisfied customer will do negative mouth of publicity. Means dissatisfied customer will talk negative about your company and product to their friend circles, relatives and families. So those people who are going to be your customer, now they will not purchase just because dissatisfied customer has done negative amount of publicity. So according to me, marketing is based on these three pillars: awareness, attraction and satisfaction. These three are important pillars, but the most important one is satisfaction. Just because you have, as a marketer, you have put many efforts to create awareness, means to give awareness that your product is available in the market, the price of your product, the quality of your product, the benefits that customer are going to get. So you have put very many efforts for creating the awareness. Same way, you have also done various activities, you have given various schemes to attract the customer to sell the product. So after awareness and attraction, the customer purchase your product. And if customer is not liking your product, he get dissatisfied with your product, then all the efforts that you put will go in vain. So satisfaction is the most important pillar. As a marketer, it is just not your duty to sell the product, but it is your duty to get satisfy your customer. So satisfaction is the most important pillar out of these three. Okay, let us now discuss the definition. What is marketing? Marketing is meeting needs profitably. Marketing is the delivery of customer satisfaction at a profit. Marketing is the performance of business activities that direct the flow of goods and services from the producer to the consumers. So the first thing is meeting needs profitably. Why customer purchase the product? Just because customer is in need of a product. Why company is selling the product? Just because company wants to earn profit. So in marketing we have to think from two viewpoints: company and customer. Company want to sell a product to earn profit. Customer want to purchase a product to get some benefit or the need to satisfy. Second one is customer satisfaction at a profit. That also we discussed in the previous slide. That the ultimate objective of each and every marketer is to satisfy their customer. If customer is satisfied with the product or services, then and then they will think to repurchase the product in future course of time. Then it is a flow of goods and services from the producer to the consumer. Just because producer is manufacturing the product at their plant, their factories, and this product is being consumed at the place of customer. So it is the flow of goods and services from producer to consumer. Means whatever marketing activities you are carrying out, starting from your company where product is being manufactured and to the point where this product is consumed. So all this activity is called as a marketing activity. Definition according to American Marketing Association: marketing is an organizational function and set of processes for creating, communicating and delivering value to the customers and for managing customers' relationship in a way that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. Marketing is an organizational function and it is a set of processes. What processes? Creating, communicating and delivering. Creating means to create awareness about your product in customer mind. Communicating means what benefit your product is having, and this communication is done between company and customer. So company is a sender and customer is receiver. Company is sending the details about the product to the receiver, means the customer, through advertisement on television, newspapers, and delivering. means company is delivering the goods to customer. Value to the customer and for managing customer relationship in a way that benefit to organization and its stakeholders. So when a company is selling the product, it gives benefit to company by earning profit and its stakeholders. Stakeholder means all those party directly or indirectly related with company. So when a company earns profit, stakeholders also getting some stake or some benefit. Marketing is the activity, set of instructions and processes for creating, communicating and delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customer, client, partners and society at a large. It is a set of instruction and processes for creating, that also we discussed in previous slide, to create the awareness, to communicate the information regarding the product to customer, to physically deliver the product to customer and exchanging offerings that have value. Exchanging means here customer is giving money to business and business is giving goods to customer. So exchange is done which is having value for customer. So when customer is getting a product gives benefit to customer, client, partners. Partners means the stakeholders and the society at a large. Marketing, a sell, telling and selling. Telling and selling means company is telling the benefit of its product to customers. Telling simply means the advertisement. Through advertisement, company is giving the details about its product and the benefit. And after watching the advertisement, customer is purchasing the product and sales is done. So advertisement means telling and then after selling is done. After selling, the next one is satisfying customer needs. So if you look this thing, it is the same thing that we discussed, that is awareness, attraction and satisfaction. Telling means awareness, selling means to motivate the customer, to attract the customer, and last one is satisfaction. Okay, simple marketing system. As you can see in the diagram, industry is there, a collection of sellers means various businesses are there, and market is there means a collection of buyer is there, that is many buyers and many sellers. Now industry gives goods and services to market. Market means to customers, and market, or you can say customer, is giving money for these goods or services. Now this transaction is done with the help of two things. First one is communication. So when a company gives information or create awareness about their product, that they are present in a market to sell the product to customers. So first of all, communication is done. Communication simply means the advertisement. So advertisement is done. That's why market means customer get awareness about your product availability in a market. Then information. Through this communication or advertisement, market means buyers are getting information about your company, its product, its price, its quality, its after sales services and the availability in a market. Then after, industry is supplying goods and services to market means customers, and customers means market are supplying money for these goods and services. The goal of marketing is to attract new customers by promising superior value and to keep current customers by delivering satisfaction. Every company is having two goals or two objectives. Number one, to attract new customers. Every company is having a goal or objective to earn more profit. Profit maximization is the ultimate objective. Profit is maximized only when new customers are adding in. So here a company have to focus on existing customers, as well as company have to focus to increase new customers. Second thing is to keep current customers by delivering satisfaction. So here company have to do two things. They have to satisfy their existing customers, so they will not go to your competitors' product. And second one is you have to attract or motivate to your rival company's customer to come to purchase your product. Okay, core concept of marketing: needs, wants and demands. Then after, product and services, value and satisfaction, exchange and transaction, and market. So these are the core concept of marketing. First one is needs, wants and demands. Now what is the difference between need and want? Need means a state of felt deprivation including physical, social and individual needs. Physical needs, that is food, clothing, shelter and safety, that each and every human being is having. Social needs means belonging, affection to our near and dear ones. Individual needs means learning, knowledge, self-expression. So these are the various types of need that people are having. Want means a form that a human needs takes as shaped by culture and individual personality. So when wants plus buying power combines, it creates demand. Need and want are two different things. So we have to focus on wants and buying power, which creates the demand. Need, say for example food, is must needed. Now want means pizza, burger, french fries. So need is more concrete one, while want is optional one. Need means any type of food you can eat when you are hungry. Want means I want only pizza, only burger or only french fries. So needs can be satisfied but wants can't be. Means every time it is not possible to satisfy the wants. While demand means burger, means translation of a want as per our willingness and ability to buy. So and desire means have a burger if a 5-star in a 5-star hotel. So these three things are that: need, want and desire. So when these three things are combined, it creates the demand. Product and services. Product, anything that can be offered to a market to satisfy need or want. The concept of product is not limited to physical objects. Anything capable of satisfying a need can be called a product. So product is tangible one, it can be touched. While services, in addition to tangible goods, products also include services which are activities or benefits offered for sale that are essentially intangible and do not result in the ownership of anything. So services are intangible in nature, that cannot be touched, that cannot be felt. Values, satisfaction and quality. First, customer value. Difference between the values that the customer gains from owning and using a product versus the cost of obtaining the product. Satisfaction means the extent to which a product's perceived performance in delivering value matches a buyer's expectations. And quality, the characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated or implied customer needs. So customer value, satisfaction and quality is important. So if a company wants to expand in future, so they have to focus these three things: customer value, customer satisfaction and consistency in delivering the quality of a product. Exchange, transaction and relationships. Exchange means the act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return, that we discuss. That here business is giving goods, in return customer is giving money, so it is a exchange. Transaction means a trade between two parties that involves at least two things of value, agreed upon conditions, a time of agreement and place of agreement. So here transaction is also taking place between two people. Here these two people, again company and the customer. Relationship marketing, the process of creating, maintaining and enhancing strong value laden relationship with customers and other stakeholders. So relationship marketing is getting importance nowadays. Due to the increase in competition, each and every company wants to sustain its customer. No company wants to lose its customers. So each and every company is maintaining good relation with their customers. That's why whenever any festival is there or special occasion is there, at that time company is sending mails and messages to their customer regarding that festival or other occasions. So relationship marketing is getting importance in nowadays. Okay, what is marketed? Means what thing can be advertised? Products, services, events, experiences, persons, places, properties, organizations, information and ideas. So these 10 things can be marketed or it can be advertised. Product and services we know, and we are seeing advertisement also in television, newspaper and other medias. But other 8 things we don't know, means how it is possible to advertise or to get marketing of this. Let us discuss each one of these one by one. First one is goods. Goods that we discuss, that is tangible in nature, that we can touch, like food, car, television sets, washing machines, etc. So we oftenly see advertisement on televisions about this product. So these things can be marketed or advertised. The second thing that can be advertised is services, that is intangible in nature. Activities, benefits and satisfaction. It includes healthcare, airlines, hotels, barbers, beauticians, transport, professional and etc. Means services which are intangible, that also can be advertised. Say for example LIC is there. So we see LIC advertisement on television and newspaper. So these are the services that can be marketed. The third thing is events. Launching a new product or conducting companies function, and it includes major trade shows, artistic performances, companies anniversaries, etc. So various events can be advertised. Say for example Johnson & Johnson, they are celebrating 125 years of its foundation. So this advertisement is also there. Apart from this, if a company is launching a new product, so its advertisement is also there. Apart from this, trade shows, artistic performances. So whatever event a company is going to conduct in future course of time, it can be advertised. Fourth one is experiences, also called experiential marketing, like Disney World, haunted houses, etc. So experiences means when we are going to get entertainment. Say for example, if a magician is going to start its show in a town, so before the show they are advertising that from this date at this venue at this time magician is going to start his shows. So various hoardings and pamphlets are distributed in a town before the show starts. So various experiences means various entertainment programs or other things can be advertised. Persons, celebrity marketing, business firm engage a famous film star or personality for the publicity or brand ambassador for its product. So we see our favorite film stars or sports stars are endorsing various products. Here you can see Amir Khan is endorsing Coca-Cola and Amitabh Bachchan is endorsing Cadbury. So persons means various brand ambassadors are advertising various products. Places, that also we see, it includes country, states, regions, cities, etc. It attracts tourists, factories, company headquarters and new residents. As we see that Amitabh Bachchan is endorsing Khushbu Gujarat Ki program. Here Amitabh Bachchan is showcasing the various tourist places to visit in Gujarat state. So in this advertisement Khushbu Gujarat Ki, the place, the famous tourist places of Gujarat is advertised. Properties, intangible rights of ownership of either real property or financial property. Real property, financial property. So we also see in newspaper also one page is there for real estate, that house is for sale, factory is for sale, right? So various advertisement is there that these properties are on sale on various cities and localities. Organizations, these are engaged in building a strong favorable image in the mind of customers and spend a lot of money on corporate identity advertisements. For example, Reliance Industries Limited, it may include universities, museums, non-profit organizations, etc. So Reliance Foundation is there who are doing various corporate social responsibility and they are advertising in TV channels that they are running various schools, colleges, universities, hospitals, museums for the betterment of underprivileged people. So various organizations are there who are advertising their campaigns. Next one is information. Famous colleges, universities and schools provide information in their prospectus. On the basis of this information, students decide in which school or college they should take admissions. So during the month of April and May, you can see various hoardings are there about various schools and colleges for the admission, and they are also distributing pamphlets and prospectus. So through these pamphlets, prospectus or advertisement, prospective customers or the students will get an idea that this school or college is offering this course, they are having this facility in the campus, results of previous year, etc. So information is also advertised. Ideas. LIC of India sells its idea in the following form, like Zindagi ke saath bhi, Zindagi ke baad bhi. Such idea helps to the LIC in the marketing of products and services. So these are the idea, means LIC is a insurance company. They are not selling any physical product. So in the advertisement, they are selling the idea that insurance policy is beneficial to you and your family members. Okay, so in this lecture we have discussed the syllabus that we are going to discuss, definition of marketing, and things that can be advertised. So further we will discuss in the next session. Thank you.